Um, Hello friends, and in today's video, I want to share to you 12 effective ways to overcome psychological crisis. I think it is very useful for you and also for me if we want to have a happy life. So that's why I'm making this video, and hopefully you like it. Okay, let's learn with me. 12 effective ways to overcome psychological crisis. There is a truth that after fatigue and stress, everyone has the same feeling, constantly recalling things that happened in the past and unable to get rid of negative thoughts. Some advice from psychologists below will help you not only cope with psychological crisis, but also get rid of the obsession that are preventing you from achieving joy and peace of mind. Okay, and let see carefully with me. For number one, the tip like this: talk less and stop at the right time. During a conversation, if they make you too emotional, try to stop. You need time to cool down and think about what you said. Because when you are emotional, it is difficult to control your words, right? This way, you will be less likely to get this later. And eventually, the anger and frustration will fade away. And tip number two, wait and see what happens. In life, there are many cases where we always feel the need to react immediately in daily interactions, in someone's actions. But when we do so, we often make hasty decisions. Psychologists say give yourself time to think before rushing to make a decision. Don't try to shape everything yourself. Just take your time and wait to see what happens. And tip number three, stop blaming. Constantly analyzing the past to blame rarely leads to positive results. Even when blaming oneself, it means you blame for yourself. In fact, what you are experiencing is caused by many factors, like a chain of domino effects. One factor will lead to another. So let's learn to accept. You cannot change what happened. The current concern is finding a solution. Always be optimistic. And tip number four, don't try to change other people's minds. Ask yourself, if someone tried to understand what you said, even read your mind, would that person have a correct assessment of you? The truth is that they cannot understand what is going on in your mind, right? In your head. This rule also applies in a relationship with others. Most of the time, when you already have prejudices, you will see things wrong, and then maintaining a relationship will only make you waste your time. And number five, learn to control anger. The biggest problem most of us face is anger. Anger will overwhelm our emotion and make us unclear when solving problems. Try to control your anger by meditating, going for a hike, or exercising. And number six, develop new skills and play sports. As the brain moves on to learning something new, the amount of negative thoughts will gradually decrease to zero. When the brain conducts activities for new ideas and new experiences, focusing on this activity makes us less likely to have random thoughts. This rule also applies when we engage in physical activities. And tip number seven, write all your troubles on paper and then burn it. Research has shown that writing down all your worries on paper and destroying them can help us reduce the level of stress and pressure caused by overthinking. The process of writing it down also helps you understand your feelings better than just listing them in your mind. And number eight, remember that what you think is not the truth. Reality and the thoughts in your head are two completely different categories. Our emotions have a physical effect that creates stress, anxiety, and fear, and your body actually feels it. This must just assume that these worries and thoughts will come true. Think about it objectively, and you'll realize that your anxieties and realities are two separate things. Tip number 9, learn from the lesson and their positive impact. Think about the lessons from relationship and view them as invaluable life experiences. If you can clearly define what the relationship means at first, you can easily decide to stop if it's not worth it. Every failure is an opportunity to correct and make sure you develop yourself in a positive direction in the future. And number 10, don't bury yourself in the past. When we think about the past, we often imagine what we could have said or done differently to avoid bad things from happening. But this is no different than trying to change something that happened 1,000 years ago, right? Which is completely impossible. You should act differently. Fill your mind with positive thoughts. Psychologists say that positive and energetic ideas can help you break out of negative thinking. Visualize yourself doing something fun and exciting, or start making fun of plans for the days ahead. And number 11, know how to control feelings of insecurity. We all have felt more or less insecure. At the time, try to think positively and give yourself many solace fulcrums. Be proactive in opening up and sharing more with relatives and friends. Get started with financial planning and have some spare money to improve your life at any time. And for final tip 12, always remind yourself of your value. When we think about who we were in the past, we often sigh with regret. Perhaps we always remember who we were in the past complicated relationship, and now only suffering remains. But don't always think about your ugly image in the past. You also have many proud things you did in the past, right? Think about those things to see your own value and motivate yourself to change for the future according to the image that you want to have. Yeah, and hopefully after listening this lesson, you already find down the tip to help you can overcome your psychological crisis in the life. Okay, now to the part we are gonna learn the vocabulary. Firstly, I want to explain the meaning of the word fatigue for you. Fatigue, it is noun. Fatigue, it is an uncountable noun. Remember about this. Fatigue, it means a feeling of being extremely tired, usually because of hard work or exercise. And in this example, let's see. Yeah, there is a truth that after fatigue and stress, everyone has the same feeling, constantly recalling things that happened in the past and unable to get rid of negative thoughts. So for here, right? We understand the meaning of the word fatigue. There is a truth that after fatigue and stress, right? This happens to everyone after fatigue and stress. Yeah, as you feel so tired due to your work or your life, right? And that's why you have fatigue and stress. So for us, right, after fatigue and stress, we often had the same feelings that we in here recall, right? We remember things that happened in the past and unable to get rid of negative thoughts. Yeah, we just think about the best thing happened to us in the past when we feel so tired due to the work or our bad relationship with other people. Okay. And for the second word, I want to explain the meaning for you. The word cope. It is verb. Cope, it means to deal successfully with something difficult. So in here, let's see how we use this word cope, right? Some advice from psychologists below will help you not only cope with psychological crisis, but also get rid of the obsession that are preventing you from achieving joy and a peace of mind, right? So here there's for the advice, right?